home. Welcome in. I'm Lynn Jarman-Johnson with Consumers Credit Union. From finance to fitness, we do have it all. And today's topic is on mortgages. So much to learn, from zero down to what is PMI to making sure that we get that home for you. I'm Lynn Jarman-Johnson, and don't forget, at the end, we've got our Money Minute expert. So let's jump right in. And joining us today is Josh Summerfield. He is our Vice President of Mortgages. I'll tell you what, zero down is so hot, and it's something that people get so excited about, and it's out on the table again.
It is. It's a great program for us. It's a great program to keep some dollars in our members' pockets as they're going through the purchase process, because they may have some other expenses that come up along the way, which typically happens when you buy a home, and now they have some funds to do that if they don't have to put it down for down payment.
What does that actually mean? Like, some people will say, oh my gosh, I've got to have at least 20% down. It's in their mind, and all of a sudden you're hearing zero down. Does that mean that then your payment might be a little higher?
Yeah, I mean, your payment's going to move according to your loan amount, right? So if you're not putting as much down, your payment will be higher than as if you would have put some money down. And interest rates change a little bit from program to program. Zero down is going to be a little bit higher of an interest rate than you would have on a 20% down conventional program, or even a 5% down conventional program. So that changes a little bit. So it's just finding what's important to you in that process.
In a very tight market, which it still is here in the Michigan market, it's a very tight market. One of the programs that we also offer that has become extremely popular is Lock It and Shop. So you lock in your mortgage rate, and then you get to shop for that home. Yeah,
we're fortunate to have this program. So yes, you lock in your rate while you're getting the pre-approval done, and you can shop for up to 90 days and know you have the security of your rate's not going to go up. But the beauty of it is, if rates go down, you get the lower rate once you're able to find that contract. So you kind of got the best of all worlds in this one.
People are so concerned about interest rates, and I remember days when there were double-digit interest rates that you didn't even think about it. You bought your house at a double digit. How important is it to realize that you can refinance once rates go down? Yeah,
I think it's kind of this word we forgot all about for a while, right? Refinances, we haven't seen it. It's a very limited part of our business right now, but it'll come back, and you're not going to be stuck with that higher rate forever. You're going to have many opportunities over the coming years to refinance into something that makes a little bit more sense at the time.
What are you seeing in the market right now? Is there a little bit of a wiggle room in the houses that are available?
Yeah, it's still a seller's market. We definitely have noticed that hasn't really changed much. There's a lot of buyers out there on the streets looking for homes. I think sellers are a little still hesitant to get back in the market, knowing they have to buy something maybe at a little higher rate than what they bought their house for before. So it hasn't moved a ton, but we're seeing some signs of encouragement that there's going to be a little bit more on inventory this summer.
And Josh, what's the most important thing that people can do if they are a buyer and they are really looking to grab a home? Is it patience is a virtue?
Definitely got to be patient. I mean, it's a little bit of a marathon, not a sprint right now, as far as when you're looking for a home. But getting that pre-approval up front, making sure you're ready, so once you do find the house that you want to throw an offer in on, or sometimes it takes 2 or 3, 4, 5 offers to get the house that you want. Make sure that pre-approval is in place. Make sure you've had those conversations. Use the lock and shop program, so that way you're protected against the market. That's the key things you want to be focused on right now.
You mentioned zero down, but there are so many other loan options out there for our members and anyone out in the community who wants to bank with consumers. What kind of loans are there?
Yeah, I mean, outside of zero down, obviously you have your conventional stuff. You have FHA, which can be a little bit lower down payment option. There's rural development loans out there. We have several different other types of portfolio loan products, more niche type
What does
stuff.
that mean when you say portfolio loan, Josh?
Yeah, so it's a loan that's done by Consumers Credit Union from our balance sheet. Dollars that we came up with a program specifically from Consumers Credit Union that we're the investor, and we're trying to make a loan that makes sense for our members.
Tell me a little bit about, I've heard this and saw it just recently on a post on social media about someone that was disappointed because they had their loan sold. What does that mean?
Yeah, so there's different investors, right? When conventional financing, like we sell our conventional loans to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So the loan is serviced here, but they're funding the loan on the backside. So there's also selling in the form of servicing, and that's probably what this person was referring to. Is now they have to pay somebody else. We don't do that here. We service our loans, but there are lenders out there that will sell their servicing. So you may write the loan with Company A, but they sell it to Company B, and now you're paying Company B.
And that local servicing is what makes us stand out.
Yeah, we love to service our loans. We want to see our members in our offices, and we want to be that one-stop resource for them all throughout their financial journey.
On to Zero Down, one of the things that we market is something called No PMI. What does that stand for?
Yeah, PMI stands for private mortgage insurance, and that's traditionally something that you pay when you don't have 20% down. On a conventional loan, that's standard. You have to have 20% down to avoid PMI. Now, on our Zero Down product, since it's a portfolio loan and we're not selling it to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, we can kind of come up with our own terms and what makes sense for our members. And so we don't put private mortgage insurance on our Zero Down, or most of our portfolio products for that matter. So there is a benefit there for the member where they don't have that separate little line item on their monthly statement of PMI.
Who would want to get a mortgage anyplace else?
That's a great question. I don't think there's a better place to get a mortgage than that Consumers Credit Union, especially right now in 2024.
Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you, Lynn.
And thank you for listening. And now it's time for our Money Minute Expert. And now it's time for our Money Minute Expert with Scott Dobson. Hi, Scott. Scott is our at-work coordinator. Tell us a little bit about what you do and then why it's so important in our community.
My team and I go into businesses and we help employees better manage their paycheck, really. We really help with personal finances, but we do it from the paycheck going forward. So we help people get to the end of their paycheck, balance their budget, increase their credit score, and save for those big life purchases that they're looking for.
Can be life-changing.
Absolutely, yep, and we go right into the businesses and do it right. It's hard to, let's say you get a new job, to say, all right, I got a new job and I want to save for a house down the road, all these tasks that have to happen, so we try to be there right there with the employer so we can make it super simple and easy for someone if they need a new paycheck, if they're getting a new direct deposit, we can help with that, make it super simple and easy.
Well, thank you very much, Scott. And thank you so much for listening here on Money I'm Home. Don't forget, the At Work program is complimentary. Head to our business services page and you're going to be able to find a link that will get you right to us so you can connect and say, hey, I want my employee, or you want to tell your employer, I really want At Work with Consumers Credit Union. Wow, what a show. I'll tell you what, jam-packed with mortgage information. And find out more at our website, consumerscu.org, where you can find a loan officer and find all the tools that you need to make sure you can get the home of your dreams. Thanks so much for joining us. Money I'm Home. I'm Lynn Jarman Johnson with Consumers Credit Union.